Good morning. And first, a bit from yesterday's game between Australia and Ireland that serves as a prelude. Nathan Ellis, the Australian first bowler, he returned with 4 wickets. Adam Zampa also backed 4 wickets. Now, Nathan Ellis, the first ball he bowled as Australia defended 182, was the back of a hand slow delivery to Ross Adair, and he got a wicket. A perfectly executed plan, but it came from the fact that, by Ellis's own words, the pitch at Premadasa Stadium was getting progressively slower. Yes, if you go back to yesterday's game, Australia had a very good power play despite missing out on Mitchell Marsh, their captain, who suffered a groin injury, and Josh English. Travis had departed early, but Josh English and Cameron Green were going hammer and tongs, and they had an excellent power play. After that, the scoring rate slowed down, and the pitch played a factor. The Premadasa pitch will be slower and lower as the match progresses, because that is the nature of this venue. Now, Nathan Ellis at the post-match press conference was asked about the pitch, and he spoke about how he dittoed. He said, yes, the pitch is getting slower and lower, and accordingly you will have to plan. Spinners will get perches. Quality spinners can run through the side like Zampa did yesterday. This takes us to the big game on February 15, India versus Pakistan. That match will be played under lights, and the pitch under lights, dew factor is not going to be anything huge in this part of the world, and during this time of the year also. It's the onset of, this is spring in Colombo, this is spring. Cuckoos have started singing, and it is already spring, and the dew factor will not be that big. But the pitch, despite the game to be played under lights, and under lights the surface might liven up a bit, but spinners will get perches. Run scoring will not be that easy, in the sense it's not like batting on a highway and going merry hell. It is about picking the gaps. Twos will be on offer. Premadasa, given the dimension of Premadasa, twos will be on offer, and you have to be judicious in your shot selection. So from that point of view, once again, Tilak Verma, I spoke about this yesterday only. Tilak Verma is going to be important for India because he is the glue in this batting lineup. And if you look at the thought process of almost every team, Australia are bringing on Steve Smith as cover for Mitchell Marsh. Now, Steve Smith, he was not in the scheme of T20 things for a long time, but horses for courses, given the conditions, he is coming back. Every team, I spoke about Tilak Verma. Babar Azam is there in the Pakistan team, although, as I have reported, Babar Azam cannot afford to consume so many balls up front. That is sort of killing the momentum of the innings, and not every day will you get a player at the other end who will make up for that. But that said, like England lost to West Indies last evening, and once again I think the England selectors missed a trick by not including Joe Root, because in these conditions, although the match was at Wankhede and hearteningly more than 21,000 fans turned up, but in these conditions, Joe Root could have been pretty handy. Joe Root's not only his batting, there is nothing more to say about Joe Root's batting, but even his off spin could have been handy, and probably England missed a trick. Now, this once again takes us to India's team selection for the game against Pakistan. See, the Indian T20 side runs on autopilot and they know what to do and they have all the bases covered. But just maybe, given the nature of the pitch, what I have witnessed over the last few days at Premadasa, maybe Kuldeep Yadav could come into consideration. Kuldeep Yadav has an excellent record against Pakistan, especially in the last few matches that India played against Pakistan. And Kuldeep Yadav's wrist spin could be very handy. I mean, could be very tough for Pakistan batsmen to negotiate. Will India? India will play against Namibia in Delhi today. Tomorrow they will come to Colombo. They will have a look at the pitch. They will assess the conditions, and accordingly they will take a call. And you can back in the Indian team to take a call. But it feels like Kuldeep Yadav could have a role to play in the game against Pakistan. Rest, it's up to the wise men who will pick the team, who will set the team combination. But it is, once again, I reiterate, it is not going to be a game to be played on a highway where slam bang batting will be the need of the hour. It is a batsman's skill set will come into play. And on that note, this is Shamik Chakrabarty on behalf of Revsportz from Colombo.